Listen for our vocabulary word, metamorphosis.
Adventures in Murfreesboro is produced in cooperation with Murfreesboro City Schools.
When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, it's one big adventure after another. When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, you can count on a whole lot of fun. Murph has lots of special friends you never know, who'll be dropping in. Come see what they're gonna tell us. See what they're gonna do. It could be artists with easels, builders with tools, inventors, creators, or kids from our school. Someone sharing story time, friends making music, or making words rhyme, having a good time. When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, it's one big adventure after another. When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, you can count on a whole lot of fun. You can count on a whole lot of fun.
If I could save time in a bottle.
Hey, Murph. How are you doing today?
Oh, hey, John. How are you? I'm great.
I'm great also.
Good.
What you working on here?
Oh. I am making a time capsule.
Ooh, a time capsule. I've heard of those. Isn't that where you take interesting things from today and put them in a box so you can rediscover them later?
Exactly. Want to help me make mine?
Sure, Murph. What are you using as a time capsule?
Well, you can use a box or a coffee can. I'm using an oatmeal can.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I've already washed it out and everything.
Okay. What do I need to do?
Well, you can decorate the can. You see, I see that piece of paper over there, a piece of poster board, really.
Yeah.
And I drew all over it and decorated, and now you can take it and wrap it around my oatmeal box.
Okay. Should I use glue or tape?
Oh, either one.
I think I'll use glue. So, what kind of things are you putting in your time capsule?
Oh, all kinds of things to remind me what life is like today and what I'm like too, so that when I open it up later, I can know all about it.
That's wonderful, Murph.
At first, I gotta have lots of info, like how tall I am and how old I am, and plus some of my favorite things too, like favorite games, favorite foods, and stuff like that. Plus, I'm gonna put that grocery list in right there, so
Okay.
that I know how much things cost.
Right.
And I'm putting a newspaper and a comics in there from the newspaper from today, so that I know everything that was going on in the world, and pictures of some of my favorite peeps.
Hey, there's a picture of us.
Yeah, like I said, some of my favorite peeps.
That's awesome, Murph.
Yeah.
Now I want to make a time capsule.
Cool, dude.
Wow, you sure do have a lot of pictures of food in here, Murph.
Favorite things and all that.
Murph, I don't think the carrot's going to last if you put it in there. You need to go ahead and eat it now.
Oh, well, I'm good with that. Okay.
I figured
so
you
no
would
real
be.
Carrots, but I got plenty of pictures of carrots in there.
That's right. And some popcorn, that'll last.
Oh, yeah, the popcorn. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Murph, when are you going to open this time capsule?
February 29th, 2024.
February 29th, 2024. Why that date?
Oh, well, because that's the very next leap year.
Leap year.
You see, this year is a leap year, and the next leap year is 2024.
Wow, Murph, you sure do know a lot about leap year.
Oh, yeah. We've been learning about it in school. You want to hear?
Sure, Murph, tell us all about it.
Now, the Earth spins two ways. One way is that it spins on its axis, and each spin equals 24 hours, like one day.
Right.
And then while it's spinning on its axis, it's also spinning in an orbit, or like a circle, around the sun. And each trip around the sun takes about 365 days, which is 1 year. But really, it takes 365 and 1/4 days.
That's right, Murph.
Yeah, and so, John, how many quarters does it take to make a hole? Oh,
Let's ask the audience.
yeah. Do you know how many quarters it takes to make a hole?
It takes 4.
That's right, 4. Every year, there is an extra quarter of a day, and after 4 years, there is
A hole.
That's right, a whole day. So every 4 years, instead of there being 365 days, there are 366 days. We call that...
A leap year.
So we add the extra day at the end of February.
That's right, Murph. Normally, February has 28 days, but this year and every 4 years, February has 29 days.
Exactly. You know you're pretty smart for a grown-up.
Aw, thanks, Murph. You know you're never too old to learn. And you're a good teacher for a rabbit.
Thanks, dude.
This has been pretty cool, Murph. We've already learned about time capsules and leap year. Leap. I like that word, leap.
Oh, you know what? In school, we play a game where we name as many things as we can in 30 seconds that start with like a letter we choose. You want to play and do it with the letter L, like in leap?
That sounds good, Murph. Do we go back and forth?
Oh, you can play it that way, or you can race each other.
Tell you what, since this is my first time, let's go back and forth. Besides, if we were in a race, you'd probably win.
Yeah, because I'm a rabbit and
That's
I've got
right.
my lucky rabbit's foot.
That's true, Murph. So we got 30 seconds, right?
Right. And if you can't think of one, you're out.
Okay, Murph, when I say go.
Okay.
On your mark, get set, get ready, go. Leap,
Letter.
leaf,
Oh, ladybug.
lion,
Lady.
lettuce,
Oh, lunch.
lamb,
Log.
llama,
Lollipop.
line,
Lemon.
land,
Library.
leg,
Lobster. Oh,
ladder.
time.
Oh. Whew.
Oh,
That was harder than I thought, but it was a lot of fun, Murph.
yeah, I know, right? Oh, it was a leaping lizard's good time.
That's right, Murph. And speaking of leaping, I know something that likes to leap, besides you.
Oh, yeah, and besides years.
Yes, besides
What?
yours.
What?
Frogs.
Well,
And I know a
yeah.
place where we can go visit frogs.
Really? Where?
At the Wilderness Station at Barfield Crescent Park.
Oh, you know what? That sounds good. I haven't been there in a long time.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, you guys come too.
Leap to it.
Oh, hi everybody. I just met a new friend, Miss Dawn, who is the animal care specialist here at Wilderness Station at Barfield Crescent Park. Hi, Miss Dawn.
Hello, how are you today?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. My name's Murph.
Oh, hi, Murph. I'm so glad you came out to the Wilderness Station today.
Thank you. I see you've got a little friend there.
We do. This is Sunny. We had Cher, but she left the building.
Just like a star. Yeah, I'm leaving too, John, when this is over. Yeah. Okay.
Well, this is Sunny, and Sunny is an eastern gray tree frog. So he's here at the Wilderness Station, and he's kind of one of our ambassador species.
Oh, what do you mean he's an ambassador species?
So he actually was ordered. He came from a facility, and we got him from California.
Whoa.
Because he is native to Tennessee, and you can't buy native guys from Tennessee.
Right.
However, this guy, we used him for programs and to teach boys and girls of all ages about frogs in their outside world.
Wow, frogs. He's a little tiny guy. Will he get real big?
This is as big as he gets, but he makes a very loud call.
Does he? Oh, when does this little fella call, Miss Dawn?
So he can call all throughout the year. I heard them last week at my house because it was 70 degrees and very confusing in Tennessee.
Oh,
So
they call more when it's warm outside.
anytime it's 45, 50 degrees and more, if it's a warm 45, they'll start calling.
Calling?
Would you like to hear their call?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so a lot of people confuse these guys with a bird because they like to hang out in trees.
Right, and
Which is
now,
pretty
well,
cool.
birds do too, but they can't fly. These little guys can't fly, right?
No, they cannot fly, but they can jump and leap a little bit. Not as good as the next guy.
Okay.
So they sound like this. They go. Can you do that? Well, Murph, that was close.
Yeah.
But you can also get your mom and dad to take their app and play Gray Tree Frog calls, and sometimes they'll actually call you back.
Whoa, that's awesome. Well, here I am, eye to eye with a little tree frog. Hi, Sunny. How are you today?
I think he's showing you his backside.
Little attitude, little sassitude there from Sunny. Yeah. You know, I bet I could take you in a leaping contest. What do you think?
I think you could try, but I'm pretty sure Sonny would probably beat you.
Oh my goodness, how far can he leap?
So Sonny here can't leap as far, too far, but he can leap about, probably 3 feet.
3 feet? Well, I may have to work on that a little bit. Oh, what do they eat, Miss Dawn?
They eat insects.
Oh, now that is my kind of frog. Boy, I'll need a couple of those, 100 of those over at my house in the summertime, yeah.
I bet you would, because they do like to feast on mosquitoes and other insects as well, and they have a really cool way to eat as well.
How do they eat?
Well, they first attract an insect by using these bright yellow markings on their legs, and we have an actual footage of that. Let's see.
Whoa!
He's showing
look
it
at
pretty
that.
good
Oh,
right
I
now.
see that. That is so awesome. Hey, maybe that'll work for you, John. We'll paint you yellow. Okay.
And the other cool thing is the way they eat. So amphibians, they don't have a swallowing mechanism like we do.
Oh.
And so,
what do they
can you take a big gulp for me, Murph?
Gulp.
Yeah, so we can swallow.
Right.
Unfortunately, frogs and amphibians can't do that. So what they do is they use their eyeballs.
What? Ah, you're pulling my whiskers.
Oh, no, I'm not, Murph. They actually catch the food with their big sticky,
Oh my goodness. They're big sticky paws. It's not called paws. What do they got? Because it feels pretty sticky.
well, he's got toe pads because he likes to hang out in the tree. And apparently he thinks your eyeballs are kind of like a tree. Would you like me to take them off, Murph? Come on, Sonny. He doesn't want to play.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Murph.
No, that was exciting. No, he's kind of fun. He doesn't feel as slimy as I expected.
Well, tree frogs aren't quite as slimy. They're kind of in between a toad and a frog.
Oh.
However, when they use their eyeballs to push the food down, they actually push the food down and they grab it with their tongue and then they go just like that.
And they use their eyeballs to push the food down their throat.
Yes!
What is the difference between a tree frog and a toad?
Well, so frogs and toads, tree frogs have these lovely pads, toe pads, to help them hang on. They also are good for hanging on your window.
Right.
And then a toad has a lot more bumps on top of their skin. A tree frog has a little bit of bumps, but they're still a frog, where toads have more dry skin and bigger bumps. And they're more found near land, except during mating season.
Oh, okay. Well, hey there, little guy. It was sure nice meeting you, Sonny. Thanks for coming out. Have we got more to meet?
We do. Would you like to meet our next frog?
Oh, absolutely.
Frogs belong to a group called amphibians.
They begin their life in the water but later can live on land.
In order to breathe, a frog it must keep its body cool and moist.
When the weather is dry, some frogs live in holes in the ground.
Oh, so who is this?
Well, Murph, this is Bella, our beautiful princess bullfrog.
Oh, Bella the bull. Bullfrog, of course.
She is a bullfrog. She's kind of like a bull because they're bullies of the frog world. They even eat other frogs.
Oh my goodness, that is a bully. My goodness. Oh, but she's kind of cute too.
She is. They're found in all the ponds throughout Tennessee with these great big webbed feet so they can swim really well.
Wow.
And their babies, when they're tadpoles, they can take 2 to 3 years to turn into a frog, which is crazy.
That is crazy, yeah. Oh my goodness, and look how big their eyes are. How come their eyes are so big?
That's because they can see the smallest little movement and catch the bugs, the insects, small birds, other frogs, and even sometimes mice.
Oh my goodness, I was afraid you were going to say rabbits. Oh my goodness.
I think you're too big for her Murph. So you're safe.
Oh, good. Oh, hey, Bella. Bella, beautiful Princess Bella.
Well, so beautiful Princess Bella, she is beautiful, but they don't have the prettiest call. They kind of sound like a dying moose. Have you
Really?
ever heard one?
Oh,
Murph?
I don't know. Can I hear one now?
Sure, it kind of sounds like this. Broom, broom.
Oh my goodness. Miss Dawn, what's that funny things on the side of her head?
Well, those are called tympanic membranes, and they're kind of like your ears. They feel vibrations, and that will help her to find her food, such as the other insects or frogs. But you can also tell a boy and a girl bullfrog. Do you want to know how?
Oh, sure.
So see that circle? If it's the same size as their eyeball or smaller, it's a girl. If it's bigger than their eyeball bigger than their eyeball, then it's a boy.
What a strange way to tell.
So, though we already know, do you know why she's a girl?
Her name's Bella.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, that's how I can tell. Hi there. Oh, she's very wigglesome, isn't she?
Well, and Bella's actually not only wigglesome, they can leap really, really well.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. How far can a bullfrog leap?
So they've been recorded to go 6 to 8 feet.
Whoa!
And one of the farthest is over 8 feet. I think they can even clear 10.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing, Bella. Wow, that is something to be proud of, isn't it?
Yes, so she can get away from food or go near food.
Now tell me, do frogs hibernate in the wintertime?
Well, somewhat, Murph. They actually go, it's partial hibernation, where she will go to the bottom of a pond and find kind of a pocket of air. And then, if it gets really warm like last week, they'll surface and come out. But so they don't truly hibernate through the winter. They kind of go down when it's really cold, because they are amphibians and they're cold-blooded.
Oh, wow. Oh, Miss Dawn, well, we talked about what happens when it warms up. What happens in the spring?
Oh, frogs come calling. Matter of fact, it's great to go out at the night or if it's barely raining, and you'll hear all kinds of frog calls, and they're calling to attract a mate.
A mate. Oh my goodness. What? And they make that sound you were making a while
They
ago?
do. They go vroom, and whoever has the best vroom gets a mate.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's one way to do it, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, wait, this is so interesting. Thank you so much for telling us all about Bella. Now, I have one last question.
Okay, Murph, what's that?
If I kiss her, will she turn into a princess?
No, probably not. But we do call her Bella the Princess.
Oh, okay. Oh, Miss Dawn, thanks so much for talking to us today.
Thank you for coming out, Murph. I'm so glad you came. We had a great time.
Yeah, we did a leaping lizard good time, right?
Yes, definitely. Leaping frogs.
Leaping frogs. Yeah.
A frog feeds on insects and other small animals, even other frogs. Certain frogs have markings that show they are poisonous.
The tiny javelin frog is only half an inch long. Scientists are studying why many types of frogs have vanished.
Well, that was really interesting.
It was, Murph. You know, I'm always amazed at all the fun and interesting things to do right here on our own.
Burrow?
Well, I was going to say city, but yeah, right here in our own burrow. Say, Murph, do you know the life cycle of a frog?
Well, yeah, kinda. We're just now studying that in school.
You know, they don't start out looking like frogs. In fact, they look kind of like little fish.
Ooh, that is right. The mommy frog lays lots of tiny eggs, and after a while, the little small tadpole comes out of the egg, and it looks a lot like a fish.
Right, and they breathe through gills, and they have a tail.
What's a gill?
A gill is a small opening on the side of the tadpole that takes oxygen out of the water when the water passes through it.
Oh, I see. Well, okay, next the tadpole grows first legs and then arms, and he starts growing lungs, but he still has a tail.
In the next stage, he's not a tadpole anymore. He's called a froglet. He has arms and legs and breathes through lungs, but he still has a small tail.
Then there is the last stage where it's a mature frog with no tail. It has become a land animal. And there's a big long name for that whole changing process, but I can't remember it.
It's called metamorphosis.
Yeah, what you said. You know what? Like I said, you're pretty smart.
Oh, thanks again, Murph. So what do you want to do now? We've still got a little time.
Oh, dude, I do not know about you, but I am starving.
Oh, you're ready for a snack, huh?
Yes, and since we learned about frogs, I know just the snack to make.
Great, Murph. What do we need?
Okay, here we go.
Wow, Murph, we got a lot of stuff here.
Oh, yeah. You ready to hear what we've got?
Yes, tell me what we got, Murph.
Okay, we've got a couple of sandwich cookies, chocolate ones.
Right.
Because I like chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate's good.
Yeah, and some of the little bitty pretzel twists.
Yeah, little baby pretzels.
Yeah. And then we have icing, vanilla icing, and some green food coloring,
Right.
and some M&Ms type candies, and some Fruit Loops, some of the fruity cereal type circles. Yeah, see
Okay.
that?
So what do we do first, Murph?
Okay, now this is not hard, and this is a yummy treat.
I like that.
First, you take the icing,
Yes.
and you've got it in a little bowl there, and you're gonna drop in a couple of drops of green food coloring.
Okay.
And you just put in ever how much you want to make it a good green color. So stir it up really good there.
All right, let's see if that's enough green.
Stir, 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 stir.
Ooh, that's looking good.
Yum, 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 yum.
Like a good bright frog green.
Good frog green. Okay. As a matter of fact, this is frog green. Okay, now, once you got it stirred up, I want you to ice the top of each cookie.
Okay, ice the top of the cookie.
Right.
All right,
Ooh, just the top.
just the top.
Little bit. Okay, do the other one.
All right.
Just the top. Ooh. Ooh, this is so cool. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, now then, you take, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the little pretzel twist and we're gonna put a little icing on them so they stick to the bottom of the cookie.
Okay.
And just put it on in kind of the corner part, not in the big loopy parts.
All right.
And we're gonna put them underneath the chocolate sandwich cookie so it looks like frog feet sticking out.
Oh, I see, Murph.
Yeah, frog feet. Ooh, this is so cool.
How about that? It does look like frog feet.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, do the other one.
Okay. Now we've got two little frogs, Murph.
Oh, but we're missing one thing.
They are missing something, aren't they, Murph?
The great big frog eyes.
That's right, they need the frog eyes.
Oh, and I've got two different ways for us to try that today.
Okay.
First is to get two bright-colored M&Ms.
Two bright colored M&Ms.
Yeah.
Let's go with some yellow.
Okay. And put them on like
One
frog
right
eyes.
there. And one right there.
Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? It
That's
looks just
cute,
like a frog.
Murph.
Or if you don't have M&Ms, you can
Yep.
use the Fruit Loop cereal type stuff.
Okay.
You can pick any color.
Let's do blue on this one.
Okay.
One right there. And one right there.
Look at our cool frogs.
These look great, Murph.
Oh.
We've got one for me and one for you.
Oh, I like that. I can't wait to eat them. Oh, this has been such an awesome episode today.
It has, Murph. We made a time capsule and we learned all about leap year
Yeah?
and we learned about frogs. Special thanks to Don Thomas for showing us all about frogs.
Everybody's cool out there at the Wilderness Station. Thanks, guys.
That's right.
And, of course, the awesome kids from Bradley Elementary.
That's right. They did a great job, too.
Oh, I can't wait to dig into these and then take a nap and then get up and play, Frog, Frog, Toad. Have you ever played Frog, Frog, Toad?
I haven't, Murph. You'll have to tell me how to play that.
It's kind of like Duck, Duck, Goose. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to eat that. Okay.
Okay.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Why are frogs so happy? Why? They eat whatever bugs them. What happens when two frogs collide?
What?
They get tongue-tied. What's a frog's favorite name?
What?
Croquet. What do you get when you mix a frog with a bathtub scrubby mitt?
What?
A rabbit. What did the frog order from McDonald's?
What?
French fries and a Diet Coke.
Okay, bye-bye. 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 We love you. We love you here at the Burrow. Remember to dream big and work hard, yeah, and all that good stuff. Okay, it's a wrap. I'm out of here. Where's my producer? Where's my director? I want my carrot juice. Come on. Oh, hey guys, come on. Who's the star around here? Would you like to peel me a great